we're in a position where in video number 3, we're going to talk about making sure that you can develop a website that converts. So we're going to talk about safety, and we're going to talk as well about cognitive load reduction, which is quite often a big issue when I see people designing websites. So we're going to talk about that. Are you ready? Let's go. Let's go. All right, so this is video number 3. We're talking about safety and cognitive load reduction. The brain is very simple and pretty much look for easy way to decide if I want to stay on this website or not. So when you design your website, you want to make it as easy as possible for someone to want to stay, and obviously don't make it hard for them to consume content on your website. So there's another way of how you're designing a website, and I see quite often 2 columns where you have text on the right, text on both sides. This is very bad. This is something that you really want to avoid. So when you think about the flow of how you design your website, always make sure that your logo is on the left-hand side. Simple thing like that. You have no more than 7 tabs at the top. If you think about your titles, your website titles, should have more than 7. This is the rule 7. Yeah. And when you get something like you have a big title, explain what you do, what you're about. You have a call to action, which is everything that falls above the fold. So this is a fold. For example, the fold is basically looking at your website, having to scroll. I should have enough information, a call to action, enough information to understand what you do, what you are about, very clearly. And again, something very clear, identify your brand and so much more. What is great about this logo from Fresh Desk is that also on top of the fold, you can see as well that they added some elements that really just reassure people. Over 150,000 businesses of all sides trust us. Trust, I use the word trust, but also they have added some key metrics that really emphasize that they've been in business for a very long time. We can trust them. And on top of that, where they've added logos of very famous brands. I mean, Decathlon, DHL, Harvard University. I mean, it just makes you want to scroll and find out more. Yeah. So really think in terms of what are the elements that create safety. So really brand association. Think in terms of how can you add that. If you can add how many customers that you've signed up from the start, this is an amazing way as well to really just emphasize brand safety and so much more. And again, you have a call to action straight away. The only thing I would say about this page actually is that they've only added 1 call to action. So sign up for free. If you've been on this website for the first time, you're probably not ready to sign up for free, but you should have the other option, find out more. So always advise having 2 call to actions to give people the choice of, are you ready to start right now? Or do you just want to find out more? It's always good to have that. All right. So let's talk about cognitive load recognition. Again, same thing. Cognitive load recognition just means that it makes it so hard for somebody who comes to your website to understand what you are about. Like, again, remember what we did in the previous series, what you do, who you are for, what makes you different, okay, and what do you offer, of course. You can get that, it gets so frustrated. Obviously, your website load also has a massive impact on your success. So this is an example of very, very bad load recognition. Like, where am I looking? Again, when I'm talking about text on the right-hand side, on both sides, you don't know what you're supposed to look. Your brain is confused in terms of what direction I'm supposed to be looking at. It's overwhelming, and you really want to avoid that. It's too much text. Probably great for SEO. But really, what's the point to do SEO to be fun? And people like, I forget that. And then just increase your number of people just leave your website. So that's something that you definitely want to avoid. So less is always more. Remember, so always the more. So this is a good example. Very straightforward again here. So everything your brand needs to maximize its potential on Amazon and other emerging marketplaces. They explain what they do. So really here they have a call to action. Again, I always like to have 2 goals, but you see, so watch and learn. But what they did, they also have at the top in the corner, let's talk. So one of the others. So they do have 2 call to action, which is quite good. Again, same thing, the colors have been used very clearly. So see if they did the magic of 3 colors. 3 colors, oh yes. So we get white, black, and this lovely pinkish color, which is quite great. So right above it, you understand what they are, who they offer, who the target is. Again, something they don't have too much titles in the menu, which again makes it so much easier to consume information. And obviously they've done their work to make sure that their website is mobile friendly. How many times I see mobile website are not mobile friendly? So just make sure your website is mobile friendly. All right, this is the end. I hope that you enjoyed this little video, bit site, I should call it. And I'll see you at the next one. Bye.